Good morning, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. Time for Sunday breakfast. So, this one's going to be a good one, I hope. So, what I have over in my pan is some of my home canned potatoes, and they've all been rinsed down. Make sure you rinse your potatoes. I can't stress that enough. Rinse your potatoes. We're going to add a little bit of bacon grease to cook that in. And then, while that's starting to melt, I'm going to cut up and dice an onion up. Yeah, I have some in the freezer, but I thought I got a couple of bags of onions that were given to me, and I don't want those to go bad either. The ones in the freezer will last for a very, very long time. And I wonder what you guys think about my canning week, and if you would like to see that again in the future, where I just do my canned goods, pantry, whatever, if you'd like to see more of that. Some of the canning that I did this weekend, or this week, it's stuff that I would can again once we get an inventory taken. So, Tom's going to go downstairs with his phone. I'm going to be up here with a pen and paper and write down what we have, because we don't want to can too much of something, you know what I mean, that we don't use as often. I don't use the meals as often because I cook for you guys every day, or well, I cook for my husband every day, but you know what I mean, to do a video. So we don't use them as often. And there's a few things that I want to try again. And some things are a little bit more on the expensive side, so, you know, to can them again, I don't know that I would do that. So, I'm going to start getting this all mixed in there. And that bacon grease is starting to melt a little bit. And then I'm going to take some kielbasa. Do a little bit of moving with you guys. I'm going to take 2 sticks of the kielbasa. And we're going to get those sliced. Now basically everything is cooked except for the onions. But I want these to get brown, and I want my potatoes to get brown. Because otherwise you could just throw it all together in the microwave, right? You know, I found, I mean, I've never really used my microwave a lot. It's been for like frozen meals, just warming something up. I warm it up now for the veggies, and that's about it. But since doing this channel and cooking more from scratch, I noticed I really don't use my microwave a whole lot. And actually, I'm glad about that. Alright, so we got that all cut up. Now we're going to add some pepper and salt. Make sure with your potatoes that you know that you need to spice them up. Well, with any potato, actually, because potato really does need the spice. And then I had someone that brought something to my attention that, you know, I used canned potatoes the other day for Jack's meal. And asked if I rinsed them, and I didn't. And, you know, I didn't take that as a criticism at all. Because I rinsed my canned potatoes, why wouldn't I rinse those ones as well? You know what I mean? And I think that's a great idea. See, like with my potatoes, I don't have a whole lot of starch in them. Now, the ones you get from the store, some of those have a lot of starch. But I rinse my potatoes over and over and over and over again, probably 4 or 5 times before I can them. So most of my jars of my potatoes are clear if I've done them in water. Because I rinse the starch right out of them. Because nobody wants a gross starched potato. But I still do rinse them down again when I cook them. So I have my oven at 350. Well, I'm heating it up to 350. And I wanted to show you, Santa brought me something else. This is a heavy duty pot and pan divider, and it's for my cast iron. And actually, when we get things a little bit more organized, which we're working on, Tom put those down the bottom of my pantry. I finally got my big pans hung up on the wall out in my, it used to be a landing, and we changed it when we got the house and made it into an actual room instead of like, my dad had it so it was, there was actually, it really was like a deck, and he had a deck built there, and you could see right down into the basement. Well, several years ago, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, what if one of my grandsons or grandkids, I hadn't had any yet, looked over there and fell, and they would end up on a cement floor in the basement. So that had to be changed. So that it was actually, we ripped all that out, the 2 rooms back there, and there's a bedroom back there. It's real small. It doesn't have a closet or anything in it, but we put walls there and a door. And there used to be a door right here, and we took that door out to kind of make it part of the kitchen. And that's where part of my pantry is. So when we get things a little bit more organized and put together, I'll show you what we've done with some of the things that you guys have gotten me. And I want to tell you guys, you're truly appreciated. You don't have to get me gifts. That's not what this is about. I really, really love the likes and the shares and the views, because that's how I build a paycheck. And, you know, that's a nice thing. The gifts are awesome. And it's nice that you guys are helping me to make a dream come true and help to build the things that I really want in my kitchen. And that stackable thing, it was so nice today not to go have to lift off a whole bunch of other pans just to get to this one. So thank you very much for that. It was an empty box I showed you because Tom already put it together for me. And I just went out over there and pulled the pan I wanted, and I can put it right back there. Jack's like, every time we use something that's cast iron, he's like, ugh. Because he knows he has to pull everything out and then put it all back in. But not now. Now I've got a little stackable thing, and it works out great. So I'm going to let this cook for a little bit, and then I'll be back. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to stir this up just a little bit more, because there isn't much meat over there. Get that meat mixed in there better. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
You like morning. Now we're going to put some eggs over top of that. These are those really small eggs. That look yummy, honey?
Yeah.
Tom's like, any breakfast made for me is yummy.
Yeah, I don't have to do it.
Tom warms up stuff for us in the bright early in the morning, or he toasts. So on Sundays and Saturdays he gets a break from that. That should be enough eggs, because those eggs really are small, aren't they, Tom? Alright, so now we're going to take a light coating of cheese and go over top of that. And again, the oven is at 350. How's that look? So now Tom's going to put it in the oven, and we're going to cook it till the eggs are done and the cheese is melted, and then we'll be back. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
How are you?
A lot better than I was last night.
You got a lot of stuff organized for me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That's great. So time for breakfast.
Yeah. Breakfast for a king. And I have been crowned.
Yes, you have.
Miss the sausage. Gotta add that to it.
Show them what we're making drinking orange juice out of today. I don't have juice glasses, so I thought that would
These
be
are perfect juice glasses.
I
They're
thought
just
so
right
too.
fine.
So how's breakfast?
Yummy. Really yummy.
Want to try it, Jack? You know, mine's got to be smothered in ketchup.
Yeah. Well, that's very good.
We think.
Another piece of sausage.
I guess I'm going to let these boys eat. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Be a blessing. And bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
Have a great day, guys. We'll see you at supper.